Welcome to Hear the Word. I'm Brother Tom. Did Jesus cause him to sin? A man who had been unable to walk for 38 years waited by the pool of Bethesda in Jerusalem, hoping to be healed. The word was that whenever an angel troubled the water, the first person into the pool would be healed. John 5, verse 6, when Jesus saw him lie, and knew that he had been there a long time in that case, he saith unto him, Wilt thou be made whole? This lame man answered that whenever the water was troubled, he needed help getting into the pool, and someone else always beat him into the water. Dog eat dog. Watch out for number one. Sound familiar? John 5:8. Jesus saith unto him, Rise, take up thy bed, and walk. By faith this man did as Jesus instructed. Jesus healed this man. He could walk. He took up his mat, and I suspect that he was shouting and jumping and praising God as Jesus left. However, some of the religious leaders of the Jewish people became enraged that this recently healed man was working on the Sabbath day. You see, he was carrying his bed mat. Jesus got in trouble more than once for performing miracles on the Sabbath day. Now, this man was, quote, sinning because carrying a bed mat on the Sabbath day was, quote, work to these, quote, holy men. However, he was obeying his new master. Did Jesus cause him to sin? No. Well, yes. Maybe? No. You see, it's not a sin to obey Jesus. However, it was a sin to break God's law. These self-righteous, holier-than-thou, blind leaders were convinced he was sinning. Just because man-made rules are broken do not always mean that a person is transgressing. Some things are written in stone. Exodus 20 verse 14, Thou shalt not commit adultery. Ever looked at someone with lust in your eye? Matthew 5:28, But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. Some commandments are given by God. Others are given by man. That is why you and I need to read our Bible daily, so that we can learn the difference in man's laws and God's laws. It is against the nature of God to lead someone to sin. Jesus did not tell him to sin, but many people had laws that were ungodly, and there may come a time when we must decide, do I obey God or do I obey man? I hope we choose to obey God, even if we end up in the fiery furnace or in prison or our head chopped off on the chopping block. Acts 5:29, Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, We ought to obey God rather than men. Be obedient to Jesus even if others criticize you for it, especially if others criticize you. Obey him no matter what the cost. Blessings to you till next time. Bye for now.